I'm excited about it. Free camping is incredible.
Home sweet home.
Love it.
Tell them we'll see them when we get there. So today we are finishing off the Natchez Trace Parkway that runs from Nashville, Tennessee to Natchez, Mississippi. Right outside of Natchez, Mississippi on the Natchez Trace Parkway is the second largest Indian mound, Native American mound in America.
Small thoughts. Think small thoughts. We're not that big. We're small.
Welcome to the channel of the Roving Vets. We're Bethany and Rob, a full-time RV living couple. We have been full-time RVing since August of 2020 is when we bought our first rig. We were just roving around the country in our rig, and we're veterans, so that's where the name the Roving Vets come from. This episode is going to be the last of 3 free campgrounds on the Natchez Trace Parkway, which is part of the National Park Services. We're also going to visit the second largest Native American Indian mound in the entire U.S., so come along and let us show you what it's about. All right, let's go.
Alright, so we are coming up to the last campground on Natchez Trace Parkway, Rocky Springs. It's in 1 mile. That is where we are headed. Alright, so we are going through here this way. It looks like the historical sites are straight ahead, but we're gonna go this way and go towards the campground and see if we can make this work or not. Oh, this one's empty. Bathhouse, or should I say toilet house? Doesn't really look like a bathhouse, but just a toilet. There's some campers up there in tents. Alright, so this is going to be home for the night. We're going to stay at this little spot right over here.
I'm excited about it. Free camping is incredible.
Home sweet home.
Love it.
Show you the setup this morning. We woke up this morning and we're the only people in sight in this entire park. There are what looks like 3 bathhouses. This is the only one that's open at the moment. Walk in here and show you around, see what it's like real quick for you. Pretty standard, but nice and clean facilities. Non-potable water. But if you don't need hookups, to be happy, this is wonderful. Got the whole place to ourselves. Very nice this morning. And they have pull-through sites that are big enough to accommodate some pretty large rigs too. That's nice. That way I didn't have to struggle to get in and out of this site this time. That is nice. We've been performing pretty well so far. So good. We'll keep you posted. Here we come.
So this is the last free campground on the Trace. Again, in saying that, this is the third one we've been to. There was one in Hohenwald, Tennessee. Then there was one right outside of Tupelo, Mississippi. And now we are an hour and a half from Natchez, Mississippi. And we're going to park here. We're going to go to see Windsor Ruins from the Civil War era. And we're also going to go see Vicksburg Military Park. That's what we're going to do while we're here. You can do all that from here. It's a 35-minute drive to Windsor Ruins. It's a 35-minute drive to Vicksburg from here. But they're about 50 minutes in between. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave here. We're going to go to Windsor Ruins. Then we're going to go to Vicksburg. And then we're going to come back here. So that is the plan. Maverick's the kind of dog where I can't stand right there and watch him. But he is okay with me standing beside him while he tries to find his place to potty. Silly. He won't get far from you though in new places. It's like he's afraid he's going to get left or something. So most of the time we can take him out and he won't even leave if it's somewhere new. So this whole table is pretty old, but only the one board is actually moss. All right, so we have successfully spent 3 nights on the Trace, one at each of the 3 campgrounds. So we are officially finished with Natchez Trace, almost. We will be in about an hour and a half when we get to Natchez, Mississippi. And then Daddy up there pulling the camper. We got the co-pilot over here, Maverick. Where are we going, Maverick? Are we headed to Quartzsite? We are, aren't we? Tell him we'll see him when we get there. So right outside of Natchez, Mississippi on the Natchez Trace Parkway is the second largest Indian mound, Native American mound in America. So we are about to go look at this and check this over. We went to a lot of Native American sites on our travels throughout America. Just we're history people. So this is one that's in the southeast that we're going to check out. I know you can't tell from here, but there's even a mound up there. We can see it from the road, like a mound on top of this. So I told you from down there, this thing looked huge, but it goes even up and up and up. So this is, I guess, maybe where the burial mound is. I don't know. Gotta say, that is quite the drop. And then there's the actual other mound behind me. So I am currently at Emerald Mound, which is in Natchez, Mississippi, and this is the second largest Native American burial ground in America. So the second largest in all of the U.S. So today we are finishing off the Natchez Trace Parkway that runs from Nashville, Tennessee to Natchez, Mississippi, and it is a total of 10 hours drive if you go the speed limit, which is 50. And this is Emerald Mound, and it is the second largest Native American mound in the entire United States of America. And it sits on about 8 acres. So we are parked down there. It's pretty up here. Very windy today. I will say it is quite the steep walk up the hill, so just know that if you are in a wheelchair that is not motorized and you have any type of mobility issues, this one might be a little rough for you. Or yeah, even with motorized it might be, because it's quite a steep grade. One thing I will say though is, even if you can't make it all the way up to the top, you can still see it from here. That's the highest mound of it. of what they have here. But yeah, that's it. That is the second largest Native American, in other words, Indian mound in the entire United States of America.
Make sure I don't hit nothing.
And it's starting to rain.
Small thoughts. Think small thoughts. We're not that big. We're small.
Oh, we had a few feet to spare. Well, we officially made it to Natchez, Mississippi from the Trace. Apparently they've currently moved the visitor center while they're redoing their thing, but yeah, I don't know if we'll make it over there or not. Okay, so we made it to the Natchez Visitor Center, but it is temporarily closed. Gotta go a different spot just to go in, so we're just gonna say never mind, and we're gonna keep trucking. But it's also kind of windy. Rob's kind of nervous, and he's been saying he just wants to stay here, but if we stop, it's one of those storms. If we stop, we're gonna be stopped wherever it is for 2 days. Well, we haven't made it to the storm yet, so my theory at this point is literally just, let's go as far as we can, and once we're to where we just have to stop, then we'll stop and we'll do what we have to do. But if not, we're gonna be stuck here waiting on the storm to get here and then having to go through the storm. I would rather just meet it, stop then. We can boondock, so it's not like we can't just pull over. Anyway, here we go. We're almost across the mighty Mississippi in the mighty Mo with Maverick as the co-pilot and Maverick's mommy driving. Well, this was not the kind of day that we expected today, obviously. We were really planning on making some really good drive time today, getting all the way from Mississippi to Texas. Well, we're in Louisiana and it's supposed to do this the rest of the night, so we're not doing it. We're just going to stop at a rest stop or at a RV park about 5 minutes from us, and we're going to hunker down for the night.